What's up, guys? It's the Christian next door here, and I'm with my brothers again, Pumi and Martin. And we are going to be continuing. This is episode 2 on chapter 1 of James. And now we're going to be doing verse 5 to verse 8. So let's get it. And then verse 5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives generously to all without reproach, and it will be given him."
So anyone who asks God for wisdom, God will give anyone, even that person is good or bad intentions.
Well, when we talk about wisdom, we have to know how James defines wisdom, right?
Yeah.
And in chapter 3, James deals with that. He defines wisdom. Chapter 3, from verse 13, he says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? By his good conduct, let him show works in meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter jealousy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast and be false to the truth. This is not wisdom that comes down from above, but it is earthly, unspiritual, demonic." So, you see, James says differentiating between wisdoms. There's a wisdom from above and wisdom of the world. But if you ask God wisdom, we're going to see in the next verses that the intention that you ask in must be in faith. And when that wisdom comes, it's going to change you. So you can never ask God wisdom from a bad intention. You're not going to receive it, because wisdom is meant to do what? To change you, to make you a better person, to make you like Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is the wisdom of God.
Yeah.
And then when we continue, it says, "But let him ask in faith, with no doubting. For the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he will receive anything from the Lord. He is a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways."
So I have a question here. What does James mean when he say, when a person who has doubt, is like a wave of the sea which is blown and tossed away? What
Okay,
does it mean?
so what James basically means here is that you don't know what you want. Because the wave, when it is tossed, it goes there and goes there. Corey, you are not firm. Paul makes this statement, says, "Stand firm in the faith." We must have hope. You must have hope in Jesus Christ. You must have faith in Jesus Christ that is unshakable. Where you believe that God will give you wisdom, you believe it with all your heart. You don't doubt. This is what James is dealing with. He's saying you must not be double-minded. Which means, what does this tell us? He says, "Oh, God is plan A and there is no plan B." Always, God is plan A and there is no plan B. And I like that he says he gives generously to all without reproach. So if you ask God wisdom in faith, God is going to give you wisdom. If you ask God for wisdom, he's not going to give you something else that is bad. And you ask him in faith because he's a good father. When you ask him for the Holy Spirit, he's going to give you the Holy Spirit. So ask God wisdom so that you may be able to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. That's the goal of wisdom, that you may live out your way right, and that you may please God with your wisdom, who gives generously. When they say he gives generously, it means he loves giving you wisdom. So that means he loves when you ask him for wisdom. Because what does that show? It shows humility, because you're saying that, "God, I have no wisdom. I do not understand. I cannot do this on my own. So I want you to help me."